I would like to call Hazli. Can you hear me now? Hazli? Okay, Hazli, thank you very much. Actually, we would like to start our workshop today. You are invited to give a short welcoming to all the participants. Hazli?
Okay, sure. Can you hear me? Hear me?
Yes, yes. Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, please.
The video maybe it's not working. I hope everyone
Oh,
a
you are
very
sharing
good
something, Hazli?
I just want to
It's okay, anything.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It is a pleasure to actually pass to have all of you facilitate Dr. Pauzi project. Both of them are very IEEE and to talk a lot because later on others we will question about pairs. Everyone is not about pairs. There are a lot of activities and we also, for example, for the pairs there alone, we have and we will inshallah will have other for the those who are already passmen and have any question or you can ask me or you can ask our facilitators because Dr. Fauzi is our IEEE chair elect uh, past chair for IEEE PES and also she is having some high rank
Thank you, Hazli. And now I would like to call Dr. Fauzi, our But our past chair for PES Malaysia for the duration 2017 and 2018, and for this year, he is our chair-elect for IEEE Malaysia section.
Testing. Fatimah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let me share my
You want
screen.
me to show the slide? Are you going to?
I share first. Okay. See how it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Can make it a bit bigger, tak?
Maybe because of the. Let me see. How about now?
Okay, better now.
Better. Okay. All right. Okay. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all of you. Okay. I hope that everyone is still in good health. Okay. So I think it's not easy to do this new norm, but surprisingly, I think me and Dr. Zahana, we have conducted so many workshops, but this is the record breaking now. We have more than 50 registration for this workshop alone. Okay, normally we have less than 20. Okay, so thank you for your interest. Okay, we at IEEE Malaysia, we really encourage our member to elevate themselves to become IEEE senior member, because it's not difficult actually. Okay, you don't need to become a member for quite a long time before you can actually apply for IEEE senior member. So, but the details, Dr. Zahaina will explain in details. He is more expert. He is actually the committee at HQ level. Okay, right. So, my presentation will be a very short. Okay, I'll talk about what is actually IEEE in general, some of the statistics, and what actually IEEE Malaysia. Okay, maybe you are already a member for many years, but maybe some of the statistics are not you are not very familiar with. Okay, right. Okay, so this is IEEE leadership. Okay, sorry. Actually I forgot to update this. This is last year. Okay, so if you look at this, the name, Toshio Fukuda is actually the current IEEE president. And then the president elect is actually Glenn. Okay, right. So okay, IEEE at the glance. So basically, we have 400,000 members worldwide. So imagine you are part of a very big society, more than 400,000 members worldwide, 160 countries. We have 46 technical societies and councils. We have 120,000 student members worldwide. Also, we have 1,800 annual conferences, okay, around more than 4 million technical documents. Okay, this is conference paper, okay, journals. We have 200 top cited periodicals, 1,300 plus active standards. Social impact. Okay, so of course, IEEE involved in global public policy, global humanitarian efforts, continuing education and certification, ethics in technology. Right. So basically, this is IEEE membership by region. So if you look at the map, the world map, there are 10 regions. Actually, the biggest region in terms of membership is region 10. So we are at region 10. So if you look at here, region 10, right, it actually contributes around 30.9% to the overall membership worldwide. That is huge. Okay? Right. So this is actually more, if you look at the pie chart, so you can see members in region 10, which is Asia Pacific region, is actually the highest terms of the highest percentage in terms of membership, right? So this is how actually the IEEE memberships, okay, since 1963, okay, you can see that the numbers is growing rapidly, okay. Right, so this is actually IEEE Region 10. So we are part of Region 10. So this is actually, there's a lot of countries involved. So here we have Malaysia section. Oops, sorry, what happened? Okay, Malaysia section. Okay, in Malaysia, we have Malaysia section, and we have this Sabah subsection. Sabah subsection. But a big country like India, if you look at here, they have so many sections. Okay, so if you look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 sections in India only. Okay, so that's why they have this India Council. Okay? Like Australia, they have so many sections. Okay, because Malaysia, we are not that big, so we have only one section. So basically, under Region 10, there are 57 sections. Okay, so there are over 1,000 student branches. Okay, in Region 10 alone. Right. So basically, society memberships. Okay. Right. Okay. Other than becoming IEEE member, you can be also a member of technical societies. Okay. In which a technical society in which what actually maybe actually the society that actually related to your field of interest. Okay, this is actually the 39 technical societies that you can join in IEEE. Okay, so like me, I'm a member of Power Energy Society, number 29. Okay, so it depends. Okay, you can become a member of this technical society as well. Right. So look at here. Basically, you have this. The society is IEEE. Then you become a member of one of the technical society. But of course, most society you have this. You have to pay the membership fees, and also each society. I mean, IEEE. Then you have many benefits. Also at society level, it offers so many benefits. Right. So basically, IEEE membership grade is actually starting from the lowest grade is student member. Then you have this graduate student member, associate member, and then senior member. So this is actually the purpose of this workshop. We want everyone who actually join this workshop to elevate yourself, become a senior member. Because senior member is the only grade that you can apply for. Okay, you can apply. Okay, like fellow, you cannot apply. It must be nominated by a fellows. Yeah, so it's very difficult. So basically, senior member is actually you need to apply. Okay, but it's not that difficult. Dr. Raina will explain in detail how to do that. Okay, right. So IEEE Malaysia section. Okay, right. So I will talk about a bit on IEEE Malaysia section. So see, this is actually the person, the peoples in IEEE Malaysia sections. Okay, this is a lot. Okay, currently the chair is actually Dr. Faumizu from UTP. Okay, I'm the vice chair. I'm from University of Technology Malaysia, Johor Bahru. So we have this from MMU, UTA, Monash. Okay, so basically the committees actually came from various institutions, okay, throughout Malaysia. Sorry. Okay, right. So this is the latest statistics. Not really latest, but it considers latest as of 7th of April 2020. So in Malaysia, currently we have 2,085 members. Okay, but as April, but the numbers will increase as we go towards the end of the year. Okay, so basically the total number of members is actually 90. Okay, and senior member is 541. So if you look at here, almost half of the almost 50% of the member is actually senior member. Right. If you look at the numbers. Okay. And then graduate student member 267, student member 313. Okay. Right. So this is actually monthly membership in Malaysia. Well, that's why I said, okay, the trend is, okay, people will join, okay, towards the end of the year. So this kind the number will increase. Commonly, our membership in Malaysia is around 3,000 plus. Okay. So this is actually the numbers in terms of technical societies in Malaysia. So basically, in Malaysia, we have 28 technical societies. Okay, so if you look at here, so that's actually a number of membership. Okay, so if you look at the one that I highlighted in yellow color is IEEE Power Energy Society. So if you look at here, it's considered actually the big technical society because currently we have 169 members nationwide. Okay, yeah. By April, commonly it will increase by end of the year. Okay. Right, so there are so many other technical societies, antenna, circuit, communications, computer. Okay. Right. So this is IEEE student branch in Malaysia. So basically, it has 26 student branches. Okay. So maybe you actually belong one of these institutions. Okay. just to make sure that you know that, okay, maybe you actually come from this institution, there is student branch in your institution. Okay? It's actually the society, the student branch, you can engage to do various technical activities or social activities. Right? Also, this is another important part, is IEEE membership year, right? So basically, right. So for those who join, okay, maybe you can actually encourage your colleague who haven't become a IEEE member. If they join now, okay, from March, okay, before August, they only have to pay 50% of the full fees. Okay? But then if they join in September, okay, they will, of course, they have to pay full fees, but their membership is until the next year. Okay, so let's say if they join in September, their membership is from September 2020 until December 2021. So this is actually the IEEE membership cycle. Okay, all right. I think that's all from me. Okay, I think this is I just give you a very basic statistical info from IEEE Malaysia and IEEE HQ. Okay, hopefully you gain something, and I really hope that you can actually complete your senior member application form, but if possible, but today, and really hope you to be. I really hope you to be elevated as a senior member in a very maybe in next month or 2 months time. Right. With that, thank you. You can, if you have any question. I also in IEEE Malaysia, I also involve my portfolio is membership development and conference. If you have any question, you can see my email there. You can contact me. Okay, with that, thank you. Over to you, Fatima.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Fauzi.
Sorry, any questions from the participant?
Yeah, inside the chat, there is one question. They want to know who are the two IEEE fellow from Malaysia.
Okay. Sorry. Let me. The two IEEE fellow is actually one is actually a local. There are actually two IEEE fellow. One is a local. Another one is an expat. Okay. The local is actually Prof. Chua, the ex-president of Utah. He's actually IEEE fellow. Another one I can't remember. Is the name. I got it. I need to check my list, but it's actually expat. It's not actually from Malaysia. It's actually expat who actually currently working in Malaysia. That's the two IEEE fellow in Malaysia.
All right, thank you, Dr. Fauzi. Thank you also to the for the questions. So I would like to introduce a little bit about PES Malaysia. Okay, I hope everyone can see this slide, right? So I'm Fatima, the Vice Chair of PES Malaysia for 2020. So IEEE actually is a big organization, especially in our electrical and electronics. So we have about as Dr. Fauzi has mentioned, I think we have about all the members around the world, so about 160 plus country, and also we have a lot of technical informations, okay? All of these, like the technical document, the cytoperiodical document, standards, or all the societies under IEEE can be reached through our IEEE website. Right. So in IEEE, we have about 38 technical society, and one of them is Power and Energy Society. PES actually is the second largest technical society in the IEEE, and more than 45% about the standard in IEEE has been created by PES. So throughout PES, we hope that we can help you grow and maintain your technical expertise, especially in our power system fields. And we would like you to get connected to us, because we are also connected all the members through all the professional worldwide and especially in Malaysia. So we also hope that all the expert members can give contribution for the benefit of our future power and energy. And the best, I think, for as a member, you can also get some valuable on, especially on the saving of the paying the cost when you are and joining the PES conference or any technical activities. Okay, this is some of the activities that we are doing throughout our activities for all throughout the years. So since the COVID outbreak, most of activity for this year, we are going for online webinar and tutorial. So you can also check all this activity for PES HQ through their website, and also for PES Malaysia. We are also going for the online uh, online activities, right? So the other is you can get the training, workshop, and you can achieve or get connected to the technical journal, and also some plan talk on a basic course of power system. So this is something that you can get under IEEE PES Resources Center. So you can get some tutorial, video, technical reports, journal article, conference slides, and many more. But you just have to go and visit out the website of resourcescenter.ieee-pes.org, right? So this is the PES chapter throughout the world. So we can see that we have about 38,000 members from 150 countries. This is only for PES society. So now we are under region 10, right? So this is our chair for PES Malaysia starting from 1994 until current 2020. So we can see that both our facilitator for today also part of our past chair for PES Malaysia. So in PES Malaysia, normally we have a few activities. So we have the invited lecturers, some of conference, well-known power conferences, right? So we also giving award for all the outstanding engineer, and last year we are also giving the award for the outstanding students, if I'm not student representative, if I'm not mistaken. So we also have linking with industries, make some collaboration with them. So the last year we have with ILSAS, and I hope we can also continue for this year. We also have a lot of technical activities for just for PES Day in April 2020. This year we have a lot of technical talk that we are conducting through online. So we also support the final year project awards throughout universities in Malaysia. We also reaching out to members. So if you are a PES Malaysia member, we also have sending email that we are going to give you some special PES face mask that will be delivery as soon as possible once we get your information. So if you're PES Malaysia, please fill in the form. If you're not, you can just contact me. And also as today activities that we are also having the workshops to help all the members to apply their senior membership. So during this workshop, normally we are trying to provide you the references. So when when Prof. Zohaina is delivering the workshop, you can ask, and you can also get some information or some questions to be asked, so that we can help you and to make sure that you are successfully get promoted for your senior membership, right? So if you are IEEE IEEE members, you are also encouraged to join PES Malaysia, because you can also get some benefits from the PES, right? So for students, for the new students who never join PES Malaysia, giving this opportunity to get a free PAS student membership for 1 year. What you will need to do, just follow the steps that I'm showing here, and just plug in the code that's given, and you can get a free membership for 1 year, right? So we would like everyone to join PAS Malaysia. So get our updates through our website, https at sites.ieee.org/malaysia/PAS, or through our Facebook to get our updates, or especially on the activities. Or if you have any questions, you can just drop us an email to ieeepasmalaysia@gmail.com, or any of our committee for this year. I end this presentation. All right, thank you. All right. Okay, I think I stop here. So then before I pass to Dr. Zuhaina for our workshop, I would like to have all participants to have a snap of a photo for our session before we start the workshop. Can we just open the video, the page, so that we can, I can take a snap of it. Right. Thank you everyone. Yeah, Fauzi, your pictures. Oh, thank you, Faumizu, our IEEE chair also here. All right. Okay, thank you everyone. So before we start our workshop with Dr. Zuhaina, so I would like to introduce Dr. Zuhaina. I believe all of us know her. Currently, she is our IEEE Region 10 representative, now under the Committee of IEEE Admission and Advancement Committee. So Prof. Zuhaina also our past chair for PAS Malaysia section for the 2015 and 2016. So during that session, the session also, she also the past chair for IEEE Malaysia section. So without further ado, I would like to hand over to Prof. Zuhaina for your session. Prof, you want me to hold the slide, or you are going to control the slide?
Okay, I will control the slide.
All right, okay, thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Can you hear me well?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let me share the slide first. Hi, good morning everyone. Assalamualaikum. And very good morning. Thank you for joining this webinar. Actually, this is the first senior member elevation that we organize in this mode. Okay, normally we have a face-to-face session, but we do not want this pandemic prevent us from doing this seminar. So this is one way. It's a new normal, right? To have this kind of webinar. So as Dr. Fatima mentioned just now, my name is Zuhaina. I'm from UITM, and I was the past chair for IEEPS about 4 years ago. So I would like to share some of the tips on how to apply for senior membership. Okay. Now these are some of the outline that I will talk about today. We go through the member grade elevation and recognition and what are the benefits of becoming a senior member and what are the requirements and some of the examples of significant performance that you have to include in your application. And then we will go through the hands-on session on the submission process. As Dr. Fauzi also mentioned, the membership in IEEE start with student member, okay? And then after that, once you become a member, you can apply as senior member. So this is the only, this is the highest grade that you can apply. After that, for fellow and honorary member, you cannot apply. You need to be nominated by other fellows. So that would be a very, good opportunity for us to apply for a senior member. And some of the recognition is, some of the benefits are the recognition to your technical excellence. And then we will announce your elevation in our newspapers, on our newsletters, society section newsletters, and also email. And you're also eligible for some IEEE volunteer positions because some of the position normally is open to senior members. And as a senior member, then you can serve as a reference for other applicants. Okay, that means you can give back to members. You can help the other members to become senior members. And senior members also can be invited to be on the panel to review senior member application. This is at the global level. And then the other benefit would be you will get an engraved senior member plaque, okay, which is a very very good, very beautiful plaque, okay, after elevation. And then you also will get $25 coupon that you can use to join other society. And you can also request a letter of commendation to your employer saying that you have been elevated to senior member grade. This is the plaque that you receive. Okay, I thought of showing mine, but it's in the office. Okay, so you will receive this plaque from IEEE HQ. And other benefit that section can get when we have many senior members is that we can give opportunity to these senior members to hold leadership posts in the societies. And also senior members have an average retention rate of 95%, meaning that if you are a senior member, then we believe that you will renew your membership in the future. Okay, and other than that, greater percentage of senior members also belong to more IEEE societies other than IEEE member grade. It means once you become a senior member, you can also join other technical societies, for example, IEEE or other societies that relate to your discipline. So the process is that before the webinar, okay, if you have the opportunity to look at the requirements and also qualifications, and then perhaps you have draft your post application, okay. And during this webinar, when we have our face-to-face seminar, that is where we guide the participants to complete the application form, and also we provide a list of references for them. And then after that, we hope that you can submit the form at least to your referee by end of the webinar. Okay, but I'm not sure how it is now because not face to face. This is a bit maybe difficult to guide every one of you, but we'll see how it is later. And then after the webinar, you can track your status of application and also references, and then you wait for the results. Okay, now this is a committee called IEEE Admission Advancement Committee that review all the applications. So Alhamdulillah, I'm in the committee. I'm one of the member now. So this committee will review the application, and they have 6 meetings in a year. Okay, so in order for the application to be reviewed at the panel meeting, all the related documents must be submitted and received at least 10 days prior to the meeting for US meeting locations. For international meeting location, the completed application must be received at least 21 days prior to the meeting date. And after the meeting date, they will post up the names of the members approximately 2 weeks after that. And also you will receive an email, an individual email about your results. So these are the meeting dates for 2020. Actually, before the COVID-19, there should be one meeting in Malaysia, in KL, in June. But once this happened, they have moved all the meetings from Malaysia to US, and I think there's one in Spain this year. I'm not sure whether they will continue with this plan. But our aim now is to get you submit before the meeting in June. Okay, 20th June 2020. So meaning that this is in the US, so your application should be submitted, or they should receive your application 10 days before that. It's 10 June. So today is 2nd May, so I think you have plenty of time to complete your application. And okay, what are the qualifications? Okay. So for admission or transfer to senior member, the candidate should be an engineer, scientist, educator, technical executive, or originator in IEEE designated fields. Later we will show you what are the IEEE designated fields. And the candidate shall have been in professional practice for at least 10 years. Okay, and you have shown significant performance over a period of at least 5 of those years. That means within that 10 years, you can show significant performance for at least 5 years. And these 10 years, not only for your working experience, but it will also include your graduate work, your studies, your full-time graduate work or part-time. That can be also included in the 10 years of professional practice. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, the IEEE designated fields are engineering, okay, computer sciences and IT, physical sciences, biological and medical sciences, mathematics, and also include technical, communication, education, management, law, and policy. So these are the fields that includes in IEEE designated fields, and those who have, this background is eligible to apply for senior member. Okay, now I mentioned about the 10 years of professional experience, right? So this, as I stated before, is education plus work experience. And then for the significant performance, 5 years, it doesn't need to be consecutive years and not also the most recent 5 years. Okay, that means you can have, the last 7-8 years, which include the 5 years. And the other important thing in your application, references. Okay, you must get a referee to sort of like recommend your application. If you are self-nominated, that means you initiate the application. You need 3 references, and they must be senior member of value grade. But if you're being nominated by someone, by a senior member, then you only need another 2 references. Later we'll see how this goes. As I mentioned just now, if an applicant is self-nominated, you need 3 references. If an applicant was nominated by a current senior member, then this nominator will serve as 1 reference, so you need another 2 additional references. Okay? However, when someone nominate you, meaning that they believe that you are well qualified, and that means they do not have to submit another reference form. Okay. Your application can only be reviewed once you have complete references. So meaning that you must chase your referee if you find that your application is not submitted yet. Because once it's complete, then only be submit to the committee. Okay, now 10 years, as I mentioned, is including your studies and your education. So how do we calculate this? If you have bachelor degrees or equivalent, then this will be counted as 3 years. If you have a master's degree, it will be counted as 4 years, and then 5 years if you have PhD or equivalent. So the education must not exceed 5 years. And the remaining 7, 6, or 5 years of educational of professional experience must be found from the applicant's work experience in IEEE as noted, meaning that education plus work must equal 10 years. So if you have a bachelor degree, you have 3 years already, so you need another 7 years to show that you have 10 years of professional experience. Okay, for example, this is one example where giving credit for the highest degree does not always work out best for the applicant. So the committee will look at this. Okay, it doesn't mean that if you have PhD, they will count from your PhD degree. For example, this candidate here has been continuously employed since 2013. He has a PhD in December 2018. So PhD will give 5 years, right? And then after that, he worked until now, 2020. So that means he has 1 year credit toward professional experience. So if we calculate this, 5 plus 1 is only 6 years. Okay, that means he does not qualify because we need 10 years. So the panel will look at the degree before PhD. Okay, so before PhD, the candidate has masters in 2015. So masters he get 4 years credit towards the professional experience, and then he worked from 2016 to 2020. So he has another 4 years. Then when we calculate, he has 8 years. So again, he does not qualify for the 10 years professional experience. But the panel will look at the degree before that. So again, if we look at this table, he has a bachelor degree that will give him 3 years towards that. And after that, he worked until now. So he has 7 years of experience from 2013 to 2020. So if we total this, he has 10 years. But this example only valid if the candidate has continuously employed since 2013. Okay, that means he might did his postgraduate studies part-time while working. Okay, so not qualified for the highest degree, but qualified when the panel look at his bachelor. And Beside professional experience, you also must show significant performance. So some of the indicators are either in teaching, if you are academic staff, or research, or if you are a practitioner, consultants and entrepreneurs, whatever that you did in the industry, and other contributions. So this can be indicator for significant performance. So let's look at each of these. Let's say we have for teaching. Okay, what did you do in the teaching scope? Okay, maybe you develop courses within the IEEE fields that are innovative and unique. You also coach students, or you perform research. You have papers, publications, and you hold some administrative posts like head of department and also supervision. So these are some of the activities that you can include that will show your significant performance. And in research, again, maybe publication, some invention, patents, contribution to standards development, and so on. This can be included. And if you are practitioners, maybe you have some technical work, leadership of, you lead some project, okay, you are team leader, or you design some or develop a project or achievement. So this can also be an indicator. Other contributions, maybe you can include awards, okay, licenses that can substitute as a performance, recognize contributions to the welfare of technical profession. Like for example, IEEE volunteers, and other significant technical content, technical editing or patent. This can also be included to show significant performance for that 5 years. So meaning that it's not mean significant performance doesn't mean that you need special awards and patents. Okay, it's whatever substantial job responsibilities such as team leader, engineer in charge, task supervisor, or maybe you are a scientist, or faculty developing and teaching courses, all are indication of significant performance. And this need not to have occurred in the years immediately prior to the application. That means the life and also retired members are also eligible for elevation. Okay, some of the cases here, for example, this is a very simple case. The applicant has a bachelor degree. Okay, bachelor degree, we can give credit for 3 years, right? And then 7 additional years of professional experience beyond graduation. So 3 years plus 7 work experience, so that would be 10 years. Okay, so meaning that the criteria has satisfied and the application is approved, provided that he works in one of IEEE's technical societies. Okay, and then we have another case, same like case 1, except that the applicant nominee worked in industry 1 year following graduation with a bachelor's degree. Okay, meaning that bachelor's degree, he can get 3 years plus 1 year working, 4 years, and then was a full-time graduate student for 2 years, obtaining a master's degree. So in this case, since he has 1 year working experience, okay, and then he has a degree, so degree he can get credit for 4 years. So 4 plus 1 year here is 5 years. So if he has another 5 years in the industry, okay, he can fulfill the criteria of 10 years. And this one, The nominee has bachelor, master's, and doctoral degrees. So then after that, he has 5 years of significant performance beyond the doctoral degree. That means after PhD, he has another 5 years. So PhD, he can get 5 years plus with 5 years of working experience. So again, the result is approved. He is eligible to be elevated. Case 4. This applicant no degree and has worked for many years in the electric industry as a technician. Okay, and then 10 years ago he accepted an engineering level position and continued with it since that time, and also included at least 5 years with demonstrated significant performance. So in this case, this nominee has no degree, but he has 10 years of working experience at engineering level position. So he fulfilled the 10 years professional experience and also 5 years significant performance. So again, his application will be approved. And another case here, we have a nominee retired some years ago and has not been active recently in the profession. Prior to retirement, he had at least 10 years of professional experience, including 5 years of significant performance. So again, he can elevate it. So meaning that 10 years or the 5 years significant performance does not mean that you have to have it recently. Okay? You can also have at least prior to that. Okay, so if you want to start your application for senior member, you can go to this link, right? And this is an online form where you can save the application in draft form. And then once you key in the references membership number, an email will be sent to them to notify them to complete the reference form. And then you can also use this application to upload your CV. Okay. And you can see also the real-time status of your application. Okay, as I mentioned, if you can get someone to nominate you, then the nominator will start the process with your name and member number. Okay, and then you log in and you can see your nomination form, right? But if you self-nominate, then you can start the self-nomination process, and then you will need 3 references. Okay, so if you go to the link that shown before, you will go to this page. Okay, so this is senior member application, and then you can see this begin nomination process. So you can click that, and once you click that, you'll be asked to enter your membership number. Okay, so once you enter your membership number, the all your information will be displayed. Okay, that means you must have a valid membership number. You must remember your membership number. So then you will ask, are you nominating? Meaning that, are you nominating someone or this is your own nomination? So if this is your own nomination, then click no, meaning that you're not nominating anybody, but it is your nomination. And then you will go to this page, see this page, and then if let's say I'm nominating someone, so I can see I'm now the nominator, and this is the nominee name. Okay, and then you can see tabs here. The first tab is nominee information, and then there's the second tab, professional experience, and significant performance, attachment, and references. So you will work through to fill in the information on each tab. Okay. Now this is the second tab. It's says here that please list your professional experience. Okay. Now, it is good that if you list this, you put it in the, you include the dates, because when the committee review application, they will have to count. They have to calculate. Either you have that 10 years. Okay. Please do not copy and paste your CV or resume, okay, because we can attach your CV later. But this is just a summary of your working experience plus with your education. I think I have put here one example. For example, like this. Okay, you can include your working experience and from the beginning until current. So that will shows. It's easier for them to look at this information. And then the third tab is significant performance. Again, please list demonstrated significant performance over a period at least 5 years. Years need not be consecutive. Okay, and it is required that your list of achievement include dates, because they would like to easily determine that 5 years of significant performance. And be sure to clearly summarize your key significant performance example, because if you put a lengthy information, the review panel have to hunt for evidence that you qualify. So make it easier for the committee to look at your significant performance. Example like this, you can list down, let's say if you are a committee member, you can list down your publication with the dates, or you have any awards, research grant, or design, or if you are leading some projects, okay, the name of the project, your responsibilities, dates, and so on. And then the fourth tab is the attachment, where you can upload any attachment that will support your information on the professional experience and also significant performance. You can attach any files that allowed here, PDF, JPEG, and so on. And finally, the references tab, where you need to have the IEEE number of your referee. Okay. So member number here. So you put the referee number here, and then click plus sign. Then the information will be displayed for you. If you know any of your colleague that is already a senior member, you can request them to be your references. Okay, it's good to have somebody that know your working experience, to have to write an objective recommendation. Okay, but if you cannot find anybody, you can contact us. Okay, especially you can contact Dr. Fauzi. He can provide some names that related to maybe your organization, that you can approach them and ask them to become your referee. Okay, this is a page where you can view your status. Okay, normally this status will be posted right after, before the meeting and also after the meeting. You can see if your referee has already complete the references part. Okay, this is some information if you want to subscribe to the update report so that you can get the notification. And then once you receive the good news that you have been elevated, you can fill in this form where IEEE will send a letter to your employer, okay, saying that you are now a senior member. So this is a very good recognition, so that your boss will know, okay, your achievement. Okay, I think that's all that I can share. Let's see if there's any question. We have also shared the slide.
Dr. Zhu, Prof. Zhu, we have one question on the chat. What is the average success rate for every application cycle?
Success rate, is it from global or Malaysia? Because I think talk about Malaysia, there's very few that didn't get through. Okay, most of that is because of technical issues. Maybe you didn't show the exact 10 years. Okay, they cannot find the 10 years. Or maybe you have not enough years of experience yet. Okay? The rest of that should be okay. Okay. If you want to apply for a senior member, there's no minimum IEEE membership. You can sign up today and then apply. Okay? The most important thing that will be counted is your professional experience. Do we have to be a member of any section first before applying senior? If you're in Malaysia, then you have to be a IEEE member, which will attach with IEEE Malaysia section. Any other question?
Yes, another one is, can research fellowship at overseas university be counted as working experience?
Yes, it can be counted. Okay, I can see here one. The significant performance can be counted during the study or only in working period. Significant performance only in working period because we already have credit for your education. Okay.
So another question, do we have to be a member of any section first before applying senior?
Yeah, I think I already answered that. You have to be a IEEE member. So if in Malaysia, then it is with Malaysia section. Okay.
So any website to see current list of senior member in Malaysia?
That one maybe Dr. Faunizo can answer that. Or Fauzi, are you still here?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the moment, we do not publish the list of senior members in Malaysia. No. But what we normally do is for those who do not know other senior members, we will try to work with you to identify people you might know. For example, from the same organization, from the database, we can try to see who are working from the same university. So it's easier for them to give recommendations. Worst case scenario, we will try to identify someone from the committee of our volunteers who are willing to do references for you.
Okay. For significant performance, how many publications are required? There's no number actually. Because what we need to know is the time. The period of 5 years. How can you show that? Okay, so beside publication, maybe you have some supervision or you will have some innovation or things like that. It can be all sum up as of 5 years of significant performance. Muzaidi, I have working experience in academia for 6 years before I got my PhD. Okay, yes, because that means with PhD you have 5 years. But before that you have 6 years. Then it's exit 10 years. Yes, you can apply. Okay, I heard some people say we need to be active in IEEE first before you apply. Is that true? It's false. You don't need to be active, but it's good if you can be active. But as I mentioned, senior member is to recognize your technical and professional experience, okay? Not your involvement with IEEE.
The new question from Dr. Habibah. Significant
Uh,
performance.
it's not most recent 5 years. It's actually after you can count your significant performance after your bachelor degree actually. Okay? After that, how can you show that? Current graduate student member, what? Can I apply? Yes, because we have more than 10 years working experience. Yes, I think you can. Attachment in Malay,
Attachment in Malay.
English. No need to translate, but if you can write your CV in English, that's sufficient. You don't need to upload evidence for each. IEEE is very, I mean, they trust you. They trust you. Minimum significant performance to apply for senior member, 5 years. You need to show minimum of 5 years. There's no additional fees when upgraded to senior member. No fees. But section will get some rebate. So that's why we need more senior members in Malaysia.
Another question. Any differences between nominated by senior member instead of applying on your own?
The difference is
Farhan
that
Muhammad.
the difference is that the number of references that you need. If you're being nominated, so you already have 1 references, so you need to add another 2. So if anybody has any question, I mean, you can email me. This is my email, okay, on the chat box. You can see. Then we can direct you to a list of a referee, as Dr. Farizu mentioned just now. Okay. Fazli, yes, we can help you to find references. Okay.
All right.
Anybody would like to try to do some, I mean, to fill in the
Apply.
form now? Because we still have time until 12. So I'll also still be online. So if you like to maybe open up the application form and see how, I mean, can can be guided towards the form.
Another question, Prof. A paper published during PhD studies can be counted as significant performance? Afika Mansur.
Yeah. Normally, we do not count that because we already have the credit for your PhD studies for 5 years. Okay, so it should be other things during your working experience. Okay, Fauzi also has mentioned that you can also email him. Okay. Yes, you need to have the membership number for references during application. Yes, you need to have that first. And you need to have their consent before, at least they know that they will be, I mean, recommending your application. I think, how many participants do we have now, Fatima?
Online is 34 participants.
Okay. Because I think 51 registered, right?
Yes, 51.
Okay, may I
Any
know
other questions?
the difference between professional experience? Okay. Professional experience means that your the timeline of your experience. Okay. Um, if I'm not mistaken, in the form, it will be listed your education is already in the record, but your experience, working experience, is in the tab of professional experience. So you list down your working experience, okay, from the beginning until now. Okay. Significant performance is your contribution or what you have done, your activities, okay, in your technical field, or I mean in your working experience. What do you did, what is your achievement? Okay? What are your achievement or your responsibilities that can be considered as significant performance? Yes, you can follow the sample that I shown in the professional experience slide. Send the link to join membership. I think you can just go to IEEE.org and then look for membership, okay, if you want to join as membership. Sample write up, any limit? I'm not sure about the limit. Sample write up, I think I can provide later. Maybe I can email to all the participants sample of write up on significant performance. And Fatima can give me all the, or I can give to Fatima and Fatima can email to all the participants.
Okay. But please fill in the attendance first.
Attendance.
Yeah. This morning I just fill in because currently we have 21 registered. Sorry.
Okay, from Noraini, attachment is only for your CV. You don't need to attach any certificate or any appointment letters. No need. Okay. Yes, editor and journal associate editor can be considered significant experience. Yes. Any other question? Certificate of IM, no need. You just put on your CV.
Any more questions or suggestion?
Yes, you don't have to upload your discussion as evidence. No need. Okay, award also you don't have to attach any evidence.
Good. CV, I think.
It's just a CV. Just a CV. CV and whatever that you write in the significant performance will be what do you call calculated or included. It is a very simple application. Okay? But you must be honest lah on what you have written. Okay? And your referee, you should also inform your referee on your achievements. So your referee will write a very good recommendation, okay, based on your CVs. Okay, from Gan, I was having a 6-month research fellowship in 2018 and I was still working as a lecturer. And that 6 months we counted as separated working experience. I think you cannot count as separate, but you can include that as your significant performance. Okay, because it's running at the same time. If you're in the power energy field, if you like me to nominate, okay, you can email me. But if you're not power energy, maybe it's difficult for me to nominate because I'm not really, I don't know your involvement. But if you want me to nominate, then PM me.
Any more? Anything that we can help?
Okay, once the referees fill in the form, it will automatically submitted. You cannot see their comments. Okay. Nuraini, for them to write a good recommendation, you need to provide them information. Okay, like what are your significant performance, what are your contribution, or your working experience. Unless they really know you well, then it should be. Yes, the 3 referees can come from the same institution. No problem. Okay, Fatima, I think there's no more. Oh, okay. Another one. Any type CV format.
Another
yes,
one.
acceptable. Yep. There's no specific format.
Okay.
So make sure that you fill in the attendance, okay, so that we can get your all the emails today.
Yes.
So I think now we have how many? 30 something
34.
34 including me, you, Fauzi, and also okay, that's it. 30. So we hope that we can get all these 30 applications in the next meeting. Okay, there will be a record I'm not sure what's the record, Dr. Bonizu, that we get at one time. Perhaps you can make another record here.
Yeah, 30 will be breaking the previous record, if I recall correctly.
Okay, that would be good.
I mean 30 successful, yeah, not 30. Yeah.
Submitted, yes.
30.
30 successful, yes.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam.
I saw from the list, some of you are from Uni 10. I think Uni 10 has many senior members. Okay. Dean of the College of Engineering also a senior member. And from I think Uni KL also we have few senior member in Uni KL.
Yes, that's right.
Monash also I think we have senior member there. Where else? Unimap. Okay, I think also have senior member in Unimap. UTM definitely. There's a lot of senior member. Petronas. Fazli, you Petronas dekat Sarawak ke? Okay. Petronas I think tak ramai, but we can help you, no problem.
Another question, Prof. Zoom. Paper, second author and third author accepted.
Yes. As long as your name is there. Can.
All right.
Okay, Rafael, thank you. Yes, welcome very much. Referees need to come from the same industry. It's not necessarily need to come from the same industry, but at least he or she knows your achievement. Okay? Because one of the questions that the referee will be asked is, how do you know the candidate? Okay, how do you know their achievement, things like that. So at least maybe there's some similarities.
Any more?
Application fee,
Application fee.
there is no application fee.
Zero.
Once you're a member, you can apply. Referee should be a IEEE member, yes. Should be a senior member, great senior member. Okay, 5 years. The experience need not to be consecutive. No need. Yeah. It can take, as long as you can get 10 years, then should be okay. It means if you have 5 years, you have experience before your studies, and then you have experience after your studies, together with your studies, can be counted as 10 years total. Diana, I will email. Inshallah, by
Yes.
this is recorded, Fatima. I think ask if you can end.
I'm recorded it. Okay, is there any questions or anything that you all like to share? I will send the sample of significant performance one I received from Prof. So those who have been fill in the attendance, now we have 27 that has filled in the form. Another question, Prof. 3 years degree, 2 master degree, and 5 years of PhD and 4 works experience.
What was the question?
She apply. She asking if she can apply once she have 3 years degree, 2 years of master degree, and 5 years for PhD, and 4 years of work experience.
The work experience is after PhD or in between.
Okay, Susana, can you share on that? No between, straight away.
Straight away.
Another 1 year.
That means we have to look at you look at the slide that I showed, the one that continuously working, but for that candidate, he's studying while working, I think. In this case, we need to look at your timeline. Okay. When did you start your if continuous, that means your working would be 4 years will be after PhD, right? If after PhD, then PhD you will get 5 years. So you need to have another 5 years to get 10 years after PhD. If it is continuous, I mean, you don't have in between working experience.
Okay.
For senior member,
Another question.
yeah, certificate, it's not a certificate, but given a letter to you and also the plug. Okay, but after that, if you go to IEEE, my IEEE, where you can download your certificate, once you renew, it will show that you are a senior member.
Another question. I think maybe if we apply but not successful this time, how long is the cooling period before we can reapply?
so far there's no cooling period. You can apply. I mean, you have to know first why it's not successful. Okay, what is the what is what is the problem? Is it time you don't have enough tenures? What is the problem? Okay, if the 10 years is not met, maybe you have to wait. Maybe you have to wait another year, for example. But if everything is okay, then you can apply straight away. But you have to know first why it's not successful.
Any more? Okay, Prof. I think no more question right now.
Okay.
Or we want to wait?
I think after this they can just email either me or Fauzi, okay, or you, okay, for any further clarification.
So if there is no other questions, I think we can end our session today to give time for all of you to fill in the form, and at the same time we are waiting for the samples from Prof. All right, so I will email as soon as possible. All right, so my email for any question that I can forward to all the expert is sfatimah.kl@utm.my. Right. So thank you to all our facilitator, Prof. Zul, Dr. Fauzi Abdullah, and also to Faunizu and all IEEE member and past member who has joined this session. I hope it will help you, and please keep in touch if you have any problems. Okay, Salam Ramadan to everyone. Stay safe. Thank you to everyone.
Okay, all the best everyone for your applications. I hope we will get successful
Yes.
Results. Okay, take care, stay safe.
InsyaAllah.